Now, before I take questions, I would like to address an extremely dishonest narrative that we've seen emerging over the past few days. Many outlets in this room have been fear-mongering the American people into believing there is a constitutional crisis taking place here at the White House.
Why do mainstream media heads within different organizations always use the same keywords and catchphrases? Is this coordinated, and if so, by who? An outside entity providing instructions?
Legal experts are warning of a constitutional crisis.
On a pathway to a constitutional crisis.
And if the country right now may be headed for a constitutional crisis.
We're definitely in a constitutional crisis.
We spoke in the last segment about a constitutional crisis.
So in my view, I think he's causing a constitutional crisis intentionally.
Some legal experts say our country could be headed toward a constitutional crisis.
Certainly, we are seeing a lot of critics of this White House suggest that they are on the cusp of a constitutional crisis.
Is this a constitutional crisis?
A full-blown constitutional crisis.
Crisis.
I think we need to be careful with the term constitutional crisis.
Folks, we are in a full-blown constitutional crisis.
A constitutional crisis.
I've been hearing those words a lot lately.
As if if you add the word constitutional, it unlocks a new set of controls. I don't know.
Democrats, your messaging didn't work when it was threat to democracy. Rebranding it constitutional crisis ain't gonna cut it.
But in fact, the real constitutional crisis is taking place within our judicial branch.